Right, guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to today's live trading session. Let's see what's happening here. All right, some quick moves right now going on. I don't know what's causing this move. I don't want to jump in right now without the best entry. So for now, we're just going to be on the sidelines and we are going to watch what these guys are trying to do. Right, let's just backtrack a little bit, see what's going on H1, backtrack a little bit, see what's going on H1. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Looks like they might want to cover this gap. They might want to cover this gap for real. Yeah, let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, I'm just going to wait for M15 to close. So H1, I'm just looking H1. Price is being delivered to the top side now. We could be in motion to actually cover the gap, but are they going to cover it with just this candle? Is it a fake out? Those are all the things we need to wait and see. So a close here will give us a bit of a better bias, but seeing that a close might be a little bit too late, we might have to focus maybe on M15. Let's see how M15 is going. Nice candle here. All right, all right, all right, all right. So let's wait on M15. Let's see what the dealer wants to do. Like I said, trading after such huge range days can be frustrating. The reason being, you see this one candle, we've moved already almost probably more than 200 points just within one 15-minute candle. So that's weird price action if you ask me. It's very weird price action. So it's always good to just watch, wait for price to sort of give us normal price action so that we can trade without stress. Because here, if you're looking at an entry, if you're looking at an entry, okay, I don't know, is this screen already sharing? Okay, share. If we're looking for an entry to probably go long, this probably would have been a miss. Most likely it would have been a miss, but excuse me. Let me share my whole screen so that I can see trading view. Because on you see on M3, I do not have any entry. Anything on M15 has to correspond with an M3 price action. So here you can see price just short. We're actually pushing down after this push up, and all of a sudden price just started shooting up. So probably is the gap being covered. The gap is in this area here. The top is right there. So we might actually get a sell from this gap if price gets there now. But let's just wait and see. Because if something is not clear, if your entry criteria does not show, my entry criteria is if M15 had closed nicely here, then I would have loved to get a price movement coming down, get a pin bar, get a doji, bullish engulfing right in here, then get this particular move happening here. That's a perfect setup. But what price is doing right now, this is weird price action for me. So I'd rather wait, especially after this range we have on our left-hand side. So it's always best to just try to exercise a little patience. Exercise a little patience. Let's see, this is 1700. Yeah, it's always good to exercise a little patience. Again, M15, if I am to go long or if I'm to buy, I want them to retrace into the 13, maybe into this level here. Then we can potentially look for a buy that will do. Not just this solid candle with that nice price action here or a nice bias for that matter. I wouldn't want to participate in such a market. But anyways, let's wait and see. So M15 is closed. It looks like price is bullish. The only thing we don't have for now is an entry. We cannot enter when price is far from the 13 EMA. That's a rule you need to know. You cannot enter when price is far away from the 13 EMA because right now, yes, we had a close above the 13, but look at how far that close is. 300 points, a 300 point candle. So if we had a close maybe here, that would have been perfect for us to actually, it would have given us enough time to confirm the bias for the session and to execute. But here you can see we had no bias. Literally, we've been sideways. And I was actually considering this to be a stop hunt. But again, price will do what price wants to do. That's one thing you need to know for sure. So for now, the only thing we can do is to wait. Same applies to NASDAQ. It was looking like it was potentially about to drop because we had broken a few structures after a stop hunt. We're looking forward for price to go down, but at the same time, we're paying attention to the open price. So they actually came tapped the open price. But after tapping, did they give us a chance to enter? I don't think so, because if we come to M3, we're supposed to get higher highs and higher lows. If there's no higher highs and higher lows on M3 on this push up, it means there is no entry. For me, based on my trading system, based on my trading edge, we're supposed to get something like this. We get this breaker, price retraces, bounces, pushes up, retraces, bounces on the 13 EMA, then we can buy and potentially take profits somewhere up. But you can see that price just shot up without giving us any entry criteria. So for now, like I said, the only thing we can do is wait. So we know that the H1 is currently expanding up and it's above the 13 EMA for sure. So maybe let's wait on M15. Let's see if we can get maybe a small retracement into the 13. That would actually be perfect for an entry. Since we know the bias of what we're looking for, I'll just jump back to M3 and see. So M3, we need a retracement into the 13 on US30. Same applies to NASDAQ. Those are my entry criteria. If price does not give me those entry criteria, it means my trading edge is not there and my trading system does not support this kind of move, so I cannot enter. If you enter here, where would you put your stop loss? There's not really any point where stop loss can go. But what I do see on NASDAQ is an imbalance here. So I'll just use it as a point of interest, not to say that if we get here, we're going to buy, or if we break, we're going to sell. We just want an imbalance there as a point of interest. So we'll see how price reacts here. US30 more or less has got the same thing right in line with this breaker right here. Someone might ask, why are we not using the one below? We're using this one because it's in line with this high which was set earlier. So that makes it a higher probability imbalance or a higher probability favorably gap based on my understanding. So all we can do for now is wait for price. So let me see also if I can have two charts here. Is that option? Okay, I don't see it and I don't want to change anything on this trading view. So I'll just go back to M5 and we'll wait, sorry, to MT5, and we'll wait for our price action here. So this is one thing you need to add on your notes. After a large range day, if you're not sure of where price is going or what price is doing, please do not trade. Just as simple as that. If you're not sure of what your price is doing, after a large range day, do not trade. Rather wait for something which is familiar. It's okay to miss trading for a day, 2 days, a week, and then get a high probability trade. If it's an A plus setup, then we can risk a little bit more and we'll cover profits for the days which we didn't trade. I like chasing price and having losses after losses after losses and eating on your capital. So it looks like the gap is being covered. So right where the gap is, or right at the top, it's a point of interest. So we're going to also see how price reacts there. If they do go there without giving us a retracement, we might get a sell opportunity. But again, we won't sell, or rather we won't do anything until price gives us what we understand. So all we can do for now is wait. Right. So for the most part, really, I'll just be quiet because this is a live trading session. I'm not really pinpointing much things. And I might actually post it on YouTube. So for now, my point of interest, like I said, is those gray zones on the top, especially on US30. So let's see. It seems like price is also just covering the gap. Uh, all we can do really is wait. This candle is not our entry candle. Look at how it pushed up. Same applies to H1. So Although H1 on Nasdaq was a bit better. But either way, this one maybe might have been traded if there was a breaker block on M15. Let's see. Yeah, there was, but it's not the cleanest of breaker blocks. It's not the cleanest. Definitely not the best. But let's see. Are we going to get retracements before we get to the zone above the supply zone, right on the where the gap started? Or what's going to happen? Let me just keep an eye on M3. Okay, no retracement on US30. On the 3 minute, no retracement yet on Nasdaq as well. So let's just wait. Price can also potentially do this or do this. If we get a buy, then most likely price will get to Friday's lows, which will then act as a possible flip zone. So when I get a continuation down after we go up here, so something like this, then from here a fresh pattern is going to form, possible sell. But we'll just see, because again, price can do what it wants. The only thing we can do is react. So if we do get a bounce here, we are reacting with a buy. Same applies to US30. But if we break this imbalance now, that might mean this price wants to continue coming down without filling the gap. So that's one thing we just need to take note of. So let's see. We've got that momentum to the upside. Same applies on US30. US30 is almost right where the gap is. So let's go. Let's see what they want to do. They going to give us an entry. So again, New York session, I want to trade at least if I'm on the charts for like 2 to 3 hours. I'm a day trader. I don't want to be on the charts for the whole day. So if I come to the charts like at 4:30 or 4 p.m., so it's 4, 5, 6, 7. If there's no setup up until 7 p.m., usually I don't like to force anything. And I don't like to trade New York after lunchtime, New York. I don't like to trade that time, or rather call it a day, no trade day, and come the next day and see what the charts have got in store. So let's see what the dealer wants to do. If nothing is clear, you sit on your hands, you don't trade. If nothing is clear, sit on your hands, don't trade. Don't trade. The best trade is always no trade because your capital is reserved for the next best setup. So yeah, let me just come back to MT5 so that I can look at both assets at the same time. So M15, solid push up. Same applies to US30. And again, on the charts, there's always something to learn. No matter how good you are, or no matter how long you've been trading, there's always something fascinating about the way price moves. There's always, if you're in this game for a while, I'm sure there's times when you sit on the charts, you're not trading, you're not executing, but you're just watching, and you just find yourself smiling at price. Because sometimes as you watch, you learn something fascinating, or you at least understand what the dealer is doing or what the dealer has done. And it's just fascinating. For me personally, it is fascinating. So let's see what they want to do today. Remember also it is NFP week. So usually you get your trade. If it wasn't for this large range, which is just putting us off, usually the best trades will also come on a Monday. If it's NFP week, Mondays, that's where you get your best setup. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, price is usually moving haphazard until NFP. But again, Trump is in office now. Trump is in office, so let's see. There's a lot of volatility, trade wars going on. So that sort of shifts the way price is moving. So let's see. I hope this session won't be too long. I hope it won't be too long, but I think I've also delivered what I wanted to say. So let's see if I can maybe continue running it until 6 p.m. GMT plus 2. All right, I think I'll post this on YouTube, but it will strictly be for members only. Only members will be able to view this, since these live trading sessions are mainly like for mentorship basis or for mentorship members. I'll post it on YouTube, but viewing will strictly be for subscribed members. And if it's a session where the mentorship members have actually joined, then access will just be like private access just for the mentorship guys. I'll see how I can do it, because I don't want to keep sending these videos via Telegram and stuff. For convenience sake, if I put them on YouTube, you will know that anytime, well, as long as we are live, and as long as YouTube is running, you know that you can access them at any time. All you're going to need, of course, is Wi-Fi. But I still think there's access to downloads. Then they stay on your YouTube. Even if you're offline, you can view them. I believe there's that option on YouTube. So I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. So for now, again, our trading edge today was not really present. It might actually show up later, but at this point in time, it's not there. But let me just see. Maybe it might get to our zone before my cutoff time for the session, which would be in like 12 minutes time. All right, I don't think I'll execute any trades today, seeing that it's Monday and that large range is really putting me off. So today's session actually ends here. Let's meet up tomorrow, 5 p.m. GMT plus 2 for the mentorship members. Then let's meet up on Wednesday at 16:30 GMT plus 2. That's the free session open for everyone. But for mentorship members, it's GMT plus 2, 5 p.m. every weekday. Unless, of course, something comes up on my schedule, then I'll change the time around. But if you're in the mentorship group, you should know that live training session it's every weekday at 5 p.m. GMT plus 2. The link is provided to you. You already have the Zoom link. And every Wednesday it's open to the public for everyone live trading session at 16:30 GMT plus 2. So today, I don't think I'll execute anything. I'm just watching price. If I do have any extra mentorship notes based on today's price action, they will be dropped in the WhatsApp mentorship community, and you guys can just view it from there. Most likely, price here will potentially sell from that gap open that OB that supplies on there on both NASDAQ and US30. But today, I think I'll just prefer to just watch price and not execute anything. I think that's what I'm going to do. Then we'll most likely see if tomorrow has got something better, something more clearer during our trading time, something which lines up with our trading system and our rules. Then we'll definitely execute some trades during our live trading session, and we'll also share the setups in the WhatsApp community. So if you watched until the end, thank you so much. So this video, it's only available for members. Members only, members only. It's only available for members only. If you want to join our WhatsApp community, we do have a free community and we do have a paid mentorship community. So just pick the one you want to choose, then jump in. Let's make this month a good month. So the first trading day of the month, we do have exactly 20 clean trading days for Feb. So the first day is a no trade day for me. The first day, it's a no trade day for me. I don't think I'll execute anything at after New York lunchtime. I don't think I'll execute anything. Let me just check my time now. We've got about 6 minutes until the close of the hour. Maybe let me just wait. Let me just wait 6 more minutes and see what price does. Maybe there might be something we might take, or there might be some notes to add. So always remember, on a large range day, after a large range day, it's always good to sort of stay on the sidelines, especially based on how price action is looking. If there's nothing clear, rather stay on the sidelines. Then there's also something about gap trading, which is there in the course. You guys can go through it. Then if you've got questions, please do get in touch for a quick one-on-one explanation on gap trading. I think I'll also drop this into the course videos as well, because it sort of shows a variation of how these gaps might play out. Because based on the examples I had in the course, nothing was pushed or inspired by fundamentals, if I may put it that way. So today's price action is a bit special. So I think I'll just add a few notes here on the charts, then I'll drop it in the course as well. Then if you need more explanation, just hit me up for a quick one-on-one session. Then I can be able to explain a few of those things. All right, yeah, I'm just going to wait until the close of the hour. Then I'm going to end the session. I don't like these sessions to be too long. Also, that's why I say 5 p.m. because by 5 p.m., if we're getting a setup, it's usually around that time on a daily basis. well, slightly below, during, or slightly after. But anything way outside that time zone, I don't really like to execute. I just like to watch because it doesn't align with my trading system. So yeah, we're just going to allow this hour to close. Then we're going to call it a day, and I'll post this video for you guys. Then we'll get onto other things, catch up with family, write some notes on the day back test, maybe call it a day, come back tomorrow fresh, see what the charts will have for us. So with our trading style, as long as you don't get any pullbacks, it means that movement won't be supporting our trading style. If we get a push up, we need definitely need those pullbacks. So let's quickly take a quick glance on as you can see on the 3 minute, we didn't have any interaction or normal interaction or normal moves. Price will do this 1, 2 candles, break a structure, retrace, give us an entry, push 1, 2, 3 candles, retrace, give us an entry until we hit our 1, 2, 3 or until we hit 100 points. But with this move, we literally moved from 43,900 to 44,400. That's 500 points with no pullback. So such price action, guys, it's weird. Rather save your capital, wait for something familiar. If you caught your trade, if your trading system allowed you to trade, then that's good for you. If you made profits, that's good for you. But if you traded today randomly and you took a loss, maybe you might consider getting the course, day trading mastery course. Go through our notes, go through the course, make use of the free mentorship because it comes with a free mentorship for 30 days. Make use of that. There's free one-on-one sessions. Anytime when you don't understand something, get in touch and you will be assisted and you will make profits. Rather protect capital, wait for the next best setup. I think that's all I can say. Same applies to NASDAQ. We had an imbalance which we marked. Price has just been pushing from about 21,000 to about 21,300. So that's 300 points with no considerable pullback based on our trading system. So no trades for us today. We will just keep watching price. If a setup does form later, I'll just mark it for explanation purposes, not for execution purposes. Maybe a quick scalp here might happen. Although it's not something I want to take because you see there's no interaction with the 13. But if these pin bars had retraced into the 13 or if they had happened on the 13, then I would have considered taking something like this, maybe coming back to Friday's low for a 1 to 2 setup. I might have considered that because the setup would almost be 100 points. But the fact that this is happening outside my trading system parameters, then I cannot execute it because there is no guarantee that price will push up. Price might actually then come and, if our stop loss is here, price might actually come take us out because we do have this order block here. So it's always good to trade your system, plan the trade, and trade the plan. Simple as that. So NASDAQ, we had no entry. US30, we had no entry. We were only looking at this, unfortunately, for this session. My scope doesn't allow me to look at more than 2 things per trading session. So if I mark 2 things, I just try to keep tabs on those 2 things. I know gold had a nice push from the morning, right? So I want you to see how we had these interactions with the 13 EMA to show you that our system actually works. Even though we're not looking at gold today, you can see with those 13 EMA interactions, even at New York, a nice 2 touches here. Then we had a nice push up. Perfect. Then price eventually retraced at 5 p.m. So that's it for me today, guys. That's it for me. I'll just maybe do a follow-up tomorrow based on what how price acts on the Zoom, because this session is now too long. It's now an hour. Started streaming probably at 5. I don't want these sessions to be long because when they become long, people get bored. People have got a shorter span of attention these days because of social media and stuff. People like to see stuff for 10, 20, 30 seconds, a minute most, and they are done. Once a video becomes an hour, people don't watch or they lose focus. So I feel like this video is not too long. But anyways, let's catch up tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. GMT +2 for the mentorship, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Good trading.